Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we have got the first episode of the new ARK creature submissions page, which is going to be the first new creature coming day one to ARK Survival Ascended. This is really exciting, and the votes for this will be closing on the 21st of April. So as we always do, we're going to be taking a look at some of the awesome submissions on this page. This is not my vote or anything like that, and as I always do every time of this, I never mention what I'm voting for and stuff. We just like to highlight some of the coolest ones, and you guys can go ahead and, like, you know, vote for absolutely anything you want. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to be coming to ARK Survival Ascended on day one. So today we have the Gigantophis, I think it's called. And it looks to be like a giant snake. Now, make sure in the comment sections down below to let me know what creature you want me to check out next out of the submissions. Even if you have a creature that you want to come to the game, I'll be trying to check out as many as I can. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're excited for the return of this little mini series we do. And let's get in with the Gigantophis I'm going for. So look at the awesome photo for this creature, and I suppose a lot of people straight away are probably going to be thinking, Dom, we already have the Titanobar, but this is let's just read through this and see. So the Gigantophis in history was the first known sea snake. However, the Titanobar was a constrictor snake in reality. However, ARK turned it into a viper. Why not flip the script? So the only thing about this is they kind of want it to be a bit more scorched earth related. So when it comes to sea snake, you know, maybe I suppose you could flip the script and make it into something, make it into something that will work really well with scorched earth. So the Gigantophis would be a massive snake outgrowing the basilisk easily. They would be found around the eggs of other wild creatures where they would attempt to consume them whole, as well as their parents. They do not bite and wait for venom to kill. Instead, they wrap around creatures and choke them to death before swallowing them whole. The Gigantophis, however, must defend its own eggs, leading them to hold their eggs in a special throat pouch in their gullet. Killing certain wild female specimens will lead them to drop their own eggs, allowing for taming. While the tamed possibilities are many, being able to bypass and immobilize massive health targets with a giant constrictor snake could act as a great counter to high health targets and a reason to pump oxygen on tames. They could carry friendly eggs and maybe even transport mass amounts of players. These snakes have a special taste for eggs of wyverns, leading them to be found close to their nests. We're going to do some comment ideas now. So Gigantophis may include adding traits of a, okay, right. So basically it could add traits from horned rattlesnakes to males while keeping females fairly plain in terms. Right, so basically, just to sum this up, what I like to, how I like to do these videos is just make it as easy as possible when I'm reading them, is the fact that these snakes could actually, have some sort of form with a different type of snake nowadays that's around, so rattlesnake or something. So maybe there could be different variants of snakes of these, which would be really, really cool. Oxygen drain from constricting creatures can be toggled by the radial wheel, either becoming lethal and killing the creature or being more relaxed and only knocking them out. However, this would only work on creatures significantly sized so as to not be crushed by the weight of the massive snake. However, it would be the most efficient way to knock out these creatures. A big thing with this concept for the Gigantophis is that it does not have venom. It is a purely constrictor snake and not a viper like the in-game Titanoboa or basilisks. If it wants to bite something to death, instead of constricting or swallowing it whole, it has to do so by obviously slowly attacking its target. A big thing with this concept for the Gigantophis is that it, wait, I did just read the same thing again. I was meant to be, silly me. Now someone's definitely going to meme that, silly me. Gigantophis would be able to be escaped from both wild and tamed, similar to hacking a strider or playing a mammoth's war drum saddle. Hitting these checks constantly would allow the creature or player to break free from the grip of the snake, going faster and the more damage the creature can do to it. However, if the creature fails any checks, it will lose a burst of oxygen, causing them to suffocate even faster. That and the creatures that deal recoil damage when being hurt that would be terrifying counters to it, such as the Kenstros or the Ankies. Also, this is an idea from a friend, but the idea of making this a thing to be able to hold its breath for a long time, allowing it to be used as a deadly aquatic creature on other maps it may be transferred to, choking out creatures as it drags them into the depths. Now, as you can see here, apparently, this is the Gigantophis is a large prehistoric snake that was nearly the size of the Titan boa. The Gigantophis was speculated to be around 9 to 11 meters, so about 29 to 36 feet. But with the discovery of more recent fossils, some have been led to believe that it could have reached even larger lengths, surpassing those of the Titan boa. While this creature is able to constrict its victims, it often relies on a hit and run or stalking approach to these things. I mean, do you know what? Whenever I read this, whenever I read like the size of the fossils, from what people have found from fossils to the size of these creatures, it makes you think, imagine we were living around 26 to 34, whatever it was. What is it? 29 to 36 feet snakes. I mean, I would say I'm not scared of a lot of sort of animals and creatures, obviously apart from if I was face to face with a lion or something. But there's always been something about a snake that's made me feel a little bit strange when I'm around. And yeah, I find snake, and just imagine that, a 36-foot snake. I mean, there'd be no imagining it. It's just going to swallow me whole pretty much, isn't it? But yeah, so I really like the idea. Obviously, we're going to be covering so many as the weeks goes on. I thought this sounded quite cool. I'm never opposed to like having more than one type of creature in the game. We've got loads of different big carnivores. We've got loads of different herbivores, everything like that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having another snake in the game. So you guys can leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this. Make sure to put your suggestions in, because this is the current creature submissions list right now. When we go to sort by, and we go to most votes. And as you can see, the votes are already coming in like fast with 475. And there is so many that I'm going to be checking out over time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy it, as always, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you in my next video very soon.